my gosh, it's so good. Why is it after a workout in water, just water, it still tastes like so freaking good, like exactly what I need. I just finished a live workout on Instagram for a spring slim down challenge, and it was leg and booty, and it was only 30 minutes, but oh my gosh, I feel like it crushed me. So I made a little LSF plant protein just in water to get that in really quickly. But I'm gonna take you guys through a full what I eat in a day and really simple, easy meals that don't take a lot of time. You can prep them ahead of time, take them on the go. So whether you're at home or in the office, like you have a healthy, delicious, easy meal all day long. Also during the Spring Slim Down Challenge, we're doing the Hot Body Meal Plan. So these are meals that like you can create. Also, if you're following the plan, the whole point of it is to make it super flexible. So it fits into your lifestyle with foods you like all the time. And I think that that's like the best thing about it. But I'm just gonna show you some of the ways that I mix it up to make it like always really exciting with like really delicious food. So when I first woke up this morning, I had a bunch of water and I had my celery juice, but I didn't make coffee yet. So now that I've done my workout, I got some protein and I would just always need that right after a workout. I'm gonna make my coffee and then have a little breakfast. I've been living for my half calf coffee lately, and you guys know I like got into such a routine of doing my French press every morning, which I love, and you can tell there's still some in there from yesterday. I still use it, but I've also been using my Nespresso way more again. This is like OG. I've had it for like 5 years, I think. It's like just their City Z basic one, but I love it and just makes it so easy. I'll do a long pull on it. So even though the espresso is for like a short pull, I do a long pull, so it adds more water. I do my marine collagen peptides and then Miss Congeniality mood boost, and it just like makes the perfect cup of coffee. Mix it up with my little smooth operator, and he just gets everything so good, and a little almond milk to top it off on the top. I switched to marine collagen peptides probably 1.5 years ago or so because all of the data and research coming out shows that it's way more effective for skin, hair, nails. It's so freaking good. So good. A lot of you have asked me about like switching to half calf, which is what I did. So I did one regular pod, one decaf pod, and like how I did it. And honestly, like it wasn't even hard for me. And sometimes I do complete decaf and I don't notice it at all. I think so much of it's mental, but I know for a lot of people, like the first couple of days, maybe even a week, if you drink a ton of caffeine, you might get headaches and that kind of stuff. I just never had that. I think because I like slowly eased out of it, because I was drinking like 2 full cups a day. Then I went down to just 1 and like slowly took away the caffeine. And to me, just with my thyroid issues and everything else, I felt like that was really important. I had started feeling super weird when I'd have my second cup of coffee. Like I storied about this on Instagram, but I literally started feeling drunk. And it was so bizarre. Like I was in a fog. I'd feel like really like, it was so weird, you guys. So anyway, so that's when I was like, okay, I have to cut my caffeine because clearly like, my body is not loving it. And then obviously trying to get pregnant. Caffeine is totally fine. You can have like, I think it's up to like 300 milligrams, something like that. I just felt like between my thyroid issues and us trying to get pregnant, it was the right thing to just start cutting it out. So now I just do either half calf or decaf, and I don't know, it's really about the flavor and the experience for me, like the ritual of it, not so much needing the caffeine. Okay, I'm gonna show you the best easy breakfast ever. You guys know my love for Daily Harvest runs deep. I've been using them for almost 2 years now and having them delivered to my door, and it just makes it so easy when you are in a rush to get a healthy, nutritious meal, and also just to make sure you're getting more fruits and veggies in your diet every day. Like we need so many, but it's hard to actually eat them when you're having to like prep it all yourself or like remind yourself. So to get it all in one bowl is so great. I love their harvest bowls, their oat bowls. Like this one is amazing. Strawberry, oats, goji, flax, hapscack berry, and vanilla bean. Like it's so good. It's just clean, gluten-free, dairy-free. They're plant-based and they just offer so much flexibility. I think they have like over 90 options for like all day long. They even have ice creams and stuff. So like you literally can't go wrong. Everyone will find something. They make it so simple to make, so you can just add your milk right on top. For this one, I just stick it in the microwave, but they really give lots of options to make them work for everyone. And look at that. It's just, I mean, that does not look like your normal oatmeal. Look how good and fresh that is. And of course, I have a discount code for you guys, so you can get up to $40 off your first order with the code LoveSweatFitness. I have our office freezer stocked up with these forager bowls, the harvest bowls, the smoothies from Daily Harvest, everything just so like myself, but also for the team, if we need something, you have something healthy and nutritious, you don't feel like, oh, I have to go buy something and then you're tempted to buy unhealthy stuff. So I eat these at home too, just because I'm busy. Even when we're working from home, like I'm filming stuff, I'm on the computer. I don't always want to stop and make like a full meal. So to know you have fresh, delicious food is just the best. Okay, I'm gonna go do some work now. It's lunchtime, so I'm gonna make a little salad, and this is just stuff that I always make sure I have on hand so I can throw together a really hearty, healthy lunch super fast, whether I'm at home or even like throw it in a bowl the night before to take to work. This is one of my favorites. So starting with all the goods and basics, really just like building my bowl. I always like to have greens, some type of grain or other like good healthy carbohydrate, proteins, veggies, just load them up. So I'm going to chop up some of these tomatoes. I normally keep my tomatoes out of the fridge, but these ones were like on the edge of being too ripe. So I stuck them in the fridge. Chop up some cucumber, a lemon to make my dressing. So I'm just going to squeeze a fresh lemon in here. This one is so simple, you guys. Take about a tablespoon of the tahini, mix that all together. Sometimes I add warm water to help it mix a little easier. Some pepper, some salt, and garlic powder. It is like the easiest dressing, but it's really creamy and has so much flavor with that fresh lemon too. It makes such a huge difference. So when I start building my bowl, I just put my greens at the bottom. I have brown rice that I had already cooked up for meal prepping, so I can add that right on top, about a half a cup. Load up the veggies on top, scoop some avocado for a good healthy fat, which I also get in my dressing too, but just a good amount. I'm adding some chickpeas, which also are good fiber, protein, carbs, everything. And then my chicken right on top. And I just bought the chicken already cooked because again, it just makes it fast. Drizzle a little dressing, peppers, and look how yummy that is. The salad is so loaded, but basically whenever I make any food, I try to make more than I need, like at least 2 or 3 times. That way I have leftovers. So when I make rice, I make like 2 cups, which ends up being like 4 cups at least. I only use about a half a cup in here, but I have my carbs. I have my carbs in my healthy brown rice. It's sprouted brown rice. Then I have my chickpeas. There's healthy fats in both the dressing and the avocado. I have my protein with my chicken. Lots of veggies, totally loaded up, so good to go. And then just buying chicken that's already cooked sometimes is the easiest, just to make sure I can just grab it and go. But if I'm meal prepping, then I obviously will prep a bunch of extra chicken too. I'll try to chop, like when I'm making any veggies, chop extra, so it's just easy at the time that you're putting in the work to have yourself ready for whenever you need an easy, quick, healthy meal. So if I was taking this to work, I'd put everything in one like glass container and then have my dressing on the side that I could just bring and put on top when I was ready. For a snack, I'm gonna have some rice cakes and fruit and stuff. So I have these out. I'm gonna show you 2 different ways I make my rice cakes. I mean, I make them a lot of different ways, but when I want like something a little bit sweeter. Okay, this is gonna sound a little weird. One of them is gonna feel totally normal, but just trust me, try it. So a scoop of yogurt, this is a goat's milk yogurt, but you can use Greek yogurt. Papaya, I'm just putting like the flesh of the papaya right on top. Look at that. Some coconut flakes. Papaya is amazing for digestion, so I eat this a lot, especially in the spring. And then drizzled some honey on top. For this one, I'm going to do a nut butter. This one was just peanut butter. And then put the berries on top and kind of press them in so it gets a little bit mashed. So simple, but you get variety, and they are delicious for a good snack. I was so ready for that. I didn't even wait to take a bite to talk to you guys about it, but so good. I know this one probably feels like random. Like you're like, yeah, peanut butter makes sense. Like putting yogurt feels weird. It's not weird, you guys. It's so freaking good. You're gonna love it. It tastes freaking amazing. That bite was way too big, sorry. For dinner, I'm kind of doing a combo of making dinner / using leftovers. So I'm gonna make some quinoa. This one cooks pretty quickly. It's about like 15 minutes or something. So just add that to water and get it mixed up. Then I'm going to make a little sauce. So I just have some water. I'm adding some miso, some chili, some coconut aminos, and mixing that all up. Some fresh lime to give it a little bit of brightness, and sesame seeds. This is just one like I literally made up off the fly, but it is so delicious. So I didn't measure it or anything. You kind of just eyeball it. I had pickled some onions, but they weren't totally pickled yet. So I'm going to cook those. I have some beets that are already cooked. So you can see it's like a mix of stuff that's already ready to go and a couple of things that I need to make, but like really it's just the quinoa basically and the dressing. So just chopping these up, it just keeps it really simple. Some butter lettuce. I just love the texture of butter lettuce, especially for this meal. So I cooked salmon last night. I know some people are really like not about leftover fish. I normally am not, but salmon doesn't bother me the next day. So I wasn't about to waste it. So I just kind of reheated it. I'm gonna build this up with my quinoa as my base. I chopped up the butter lettuce. I'm gonna put that at the bottom, add in the beets. And this is mimicking a bowl that's one of my favorites from a restaurant we go to. So I kind of just made my own version of it, putting a couple of nuts on top, like cashews and walnuts. They just add a really good crunch. And then my dressing just drizzled on the top of that. Look how good it is, you guys. Like seriously, so freaking delicious. I'm also home by myself tonight, so I started watching The Marvelous Mrs. Maisel, which I'm obsessed with now. And for my dessert, every night, 1 scoop of protein. I really felt like milk today, so I just went with it. A lot of times I'll just do it straight in water and then adding my Slumber Party. So it's like double chocolate plus incredible to help you sleep. So this is my nightcap. I always have protein before I go to bed and then my Slumber Party in there, so it makes it extra chocolatey. It's like chocolate milk. I'll do it warm most nights, but since it's like spring, we're going into summer, I've kind of just been craving more of that like cold milky drink at the end of the night. I don't know, but it's really good hot or cold. So I always do this. Protein has so many amazing benefits for you before you go to sleep. Like obviously I always talk about how much protein you need to be getting every day. So I aim to get at least 20 grams of protein 5 times a day. So that's either a scoop of my LSF plant protein powder or like a palm-sized portion of some type of protein, salmon, chicken, beef, whatever it is, so that I get at least around 100 grams. But I usually like to get more than that. That's just like my baseline. Anyway, there's tons of benefits for you having protein before bed, for helping repair muscle, building muscle, burn fat, everything. So this is like the perfect little treat at the end of the night, but also with so many good things for your body. I'm gonna sip on this, watch a show, and then do my skincare routine. I had a little PMS breakout situation, so we're gonna go take care of this face, maybe put on some self-tan or two, because it's that time of the week. Anyway, I hope you guys like seeing my what I eat in a day. Comment down below, let me know what routines you want to see, and if you want more of these what I eat in a days with any like specifics, like certain types of food or anything like that. I love you all so much. Have a great night. Bye.